Teman-teman, apa kabar kalian semuanya pada hari Minggu yang sangat cerah ini? Mudah-mudahan kalian baik-baik semua ya. Kami pada saat ini tengah berada di mana?
We are in Llandudno, which is the slightly correct Welsh pronunciation. Llandudno.
Llandudno. Teman-teman, Llandudno yang berada di Wales adalah negara lain ya, yang dengan bahasa yang lain juga, yang tapi masih bagian dari United Kingdom ya, kan?
Well, exactly. Yeah, it is in many ways a separate country. I mean, you don't need a passport to come here, and it's only from our house to Wales. It's only about 2 hours or less to the beginning of Wales, but it has its own language, which is spoken by about 20% of the population. And although everybody also speaks English, and you know, it definitely has a different kind of character, the whole place.
Ya, betul teman-teman ya, bahasanya sangat lain dengan bahasa Inggris. Disebut bahasa Celtic ya.
Celtic language.
Celtic ya, bukan Celtic. Celtic itu nama sepak bola. Tapi namanya Celtic ya teman-teman. Kenapa kami sangat suka sekali di Wales ya, terutama di Llandudno ini? Karena kami punya sejarah tersendiri dengan tempat ini ya, terutama ketika anak-anak masih sangat kecil sekali. Kami hampir setiap tahun pergi ke tempat ini. Karena seperti kalian lihat cuacanya sangat bagus sekali ya, berada di pantai, di pinggir pantai, dan kemudian juga selalu sangat indah dan kami sangat menyukainya. Kami mengenang masa-masa kecil anak-anak, di mana anak-anak sekarang sudah dewasa dan bahkan sampai punya anak lagi. Jadi kamu udah nenek-nenek.
Well, that's right. Great memories of that time, you know, there's lots of interesting places in Wales. There's, you know, not far from here, there's a castle, one of the best castles in the whole of Britain, the Llandudno itself has a beautiful bay. I think it would be one of the finest bays in Europe, provided they could guarantee the weather.
That's right. Dan kebetulan hari ini sangat indah sekali ya, walaupun sudah mulai musim gugur ya. Teman-teman, yuk kita jalan dan yuk kita lihat-lihat ada apa aja di Wales ini. Jalan yuk.
See you soon.
아무 계획 없이 떠나볼래 다 내려놓고 괜찮을 거야 We'll be back 멀리 날아오르자 No worries I'll be by your side
So here is the Mad Hatter, who is a figure from Alice in Wonderland, because of course there are great connections between Lewis Carroll, the writer of Alice in Wonderland, and Llandudno. Llandudno almost seems to be a tropical paradise because it's the plants do look very almost, as I say, what you get in warmer countries. And over there in the middle of the screen is the St George's Hotel, which has had many famous visitors, including David Lord George and even Sir Winston Churchill. So now we're coming close to the centre of the town, and of course over there to the right is the pier, which we will go on very soon, with the big wheel as well turning. And up there is a cable car and also a tramway to the top of the hill, which is called the Great.
Let it breathe, just be yourself.
To me, I think it seems almost like a continental place because there's warm sunshine.
Yeah.
And what do you think, Fina?
Iya benar teman-teman ya, padahal ini musim gugur, tapi saya tidak percaya bahwa ternyata saya perlu kacamata untuk sunshine ya, dan saya tidak bawa karena saya pikir musim gugur itu kan pasti dingin ya, tapi ternyata luar biasa sekali teman-teman. Saya salah pakai baju dan jadi agak panas sekali ya, tapi tidak mengurangi rasa senangnya menikmati perjalanan ke Llandudno ya, sepanjang pinggir pantai untuk naik ke tram dan mengingatkan masa-masa kecil anak-anak kami. Dan inilah nostalgia kembali ya untuk mereka. Kami menikmatinya banyak-banyak.
So here is the Great Orme tramway, where we can get on the tram to go up to the very top of the Great Orme. So now they're beginning the ascent. We'll go up, perhaps on the next tramway. And of course, they'll be in coordination. So as this one rises, the other one will come downhill. Completely silent, of course, because they are electric.
어릴 적을 회상해보면 그리워져. 문득 떠오르는 나 때는 말야. 이렇군 저렇군. We had no idea back then. When was the last time you had no worry? Since we went
Down the hill. So, Fina, we're a bit high up now. So, do you feel a bit cooler now?
Ya teman-teman ya, setelah kita berada di atas ya, ternyata itu agak ada dingin sih enggak ya, tapi banyak angin gitu ya. Jadi aku pakai jaket lagi ya.
There are cable cars which can transport you up in the air, right up to the top of the Great Orme. We have changed tramways. This tram is a little more level. It goes up a little bit, but not as much as the earlier one. And there is looking out to sea. And there is the very green grass. And that is looking back down towards the town of Llandudno, looking basically towards the east. And over there is what must be the island of Anglesey, across the Menai Strait. This is a sheep, and I suppose this is one of the local breeds of sheep. It does have very long horns, and there up there is the summit complex right at the top of the Great Orme, high above the town of Llandudno.
Nah teman-teman, kami menikmati suasana yang luar biasa indah sekali di atas bukit ya, dimana seperti kalian lihat banyak sekali pemandangan, matahari bersinar dengan cerah sekali dan itu membuat suasana yang bagus ya. Sementara saya juga banyak dengar seagull. Apa sih bahasa Indonesianya seagull?
I don't know in Indonesian, but certainly the seabirds are marvellous, and over there you've seen the carving of the sheep, or the bronze statue of the sheep, which is obviously an important part of the culture around here. And over there is, down to the south, is the great peaks of Snowdon, Mount Snowdon, which now has a different name because it now is known by the Welsh name, and at the moment I've forgotten the Welsh name. And therefore, you know, it is marvellous view up here, fantastic views basically all around, to the north, the sea, out to the west towards the island of Anglesey, to the south to Snowdon, and to the east as well, the bay which contains Llandudno down below. So it is a marvellous view from up here all around.
Iya betul teman-teman, dan seperti Tim baru saja bilang bahwa ada patung kambing ya, dan memang di Wales ini terkenal sekali dengan kambingnya ya kan?
It is, correct, well known for sheep.
Yes.
And I think these are mountain sheep, which it does have very long horns, that sheep, that that bronze statue of the sheep, and certainly it's I suppose one of the symbols of Wales, and so it is marvellous, the whole view around here. It's an invigorating place, it's certainly very nice, but we're very lucky today because the weather is practically perfect, even at this altitude, which is quite high above the town. It's pretty warm as we're sitting here in the sunshine, and so it's exceptionally good, and we're very lucky to have such a good day.
Betul teman-temannya, bagaimana mungkin musim gugur bulan Oktober cuaca begitu indah sekali seperti musim panas. Kami akan penuh-penuh menikmatinya, dan mudah-mudahan kalian juga bisa merasakan kebahagiaan kami yang juga bisa kami sharekan kepada kalian semuanya. Jalan lagi yuk.
Okay, further south we see the high mountains of Snowdonia. Llywydfa, I think it's called in Welsh, Llywydfa, which now is the official name, not Mount Snowdon, but Llywydfa. And then we're looking southwards, some marvellous countryside in Wales. And then that way to the east, down there, quite below, you can't see it, is lakes. And I can remember when Vincent was very young, we decided we'd had a holiday in Wales, and on a later holiday we went to Blackpool, and he asked, do they speak a different language in Blackpool? Because having been to Wales, he thought since it was far away from home, he thought they'd also have a different language in Blackpool. But no, I assured him that it's the same language, English, in Blackpool.
Teman-teman, itulah tadi ya perjalanan kami di Llandudno pada hari ini. Sangat menyenangkan sekali kan sayang?
Well, it was a very, very good day. We had very, very good weather. It's beginning to get a bit cloudy at the moment, but it's still very, very warm. And so it's a beautiful resort, as I say. And if you get good weather, there's nowhere better really. I mean, you've got everything here. You've got loads of kind of interesting things. There's a pier. You can go up onto the Great Orme by cable car or by tram, and lots of other attractions in the area. So it's really, really good.
Betul teman-teman ya, sangat-sangat bagus sekali, dan lebih dari itu juga ya, seperti yang sudah saya bilang tadi, adalah membawa satu memori yang luar biasa sekali buat kami berdua yang mengingat masa kecil anak-anak, dan kami akan selalu berjanji untuk selalu datang ke Wales kan?
Well, that's right, yeah. It's quite a time since we came, a few weeks, a few years. But it is a nice place because it's the first time we came was when the children were small, and therefore it has special memories. And I'd never been to North Wales really. I always went with my mum and dad to South Wales, which is very, very nice. But here is really, very special.
Yes. Teman-teman, terima kasih sekali untuk kesetiaan kalian bersama The Adventure of Fina and Tim. Jangan lupa like-nya dan kita akan berjumpa lagi secepatnya. Take care teman-teman. Bye.
넌 오늘 뭐해? 발끈한 후회야